Om Shanti, a very warm welcome and good evening, everyone. I am Akshata Agarwal and I have been associated with Brahma Kumaris since my early childhood. Currently, I work as a software developer at Salesforce. On behalf of Brahma Kumaris Silicon Valley, I welcome you all on this special live webinar with Sister Shivani. I would like to start today's program with a brief introduction about Brahma Kumaris. We are individuals of all ages and backgrounds. We practice and teach a form of meditation that relaxes the mind and nurtures a healthy balance between our inner and outer worlds. We study spiritual knowledge and regularly attend classes at more than 8,500 centers located over 110 countries. Through numerous social service activities and partnerships, we promote spiritual understanding, leadership with integrity, and elevated actions towards creating a better world. Today, we have gathered to celebrate the very auspicious festival of Diwali. We are very delighted that about 1,000 registrants from over 20 countries are joining. And we are extremely fortunate to have with us Sister Shivani, who is a world-renowned TV personality, a great motivational speaker, recipient of highest civilian honor for women in India, the Nari Shakti Award by His Excellency Ram Nath Kovind, the President of India. Millions of people around the world have benefited from her talks. Her pragmatic approach to spirituality in daily life has brought more than over 500 million views on her YouTube channel and over 3.7 million followers on her Facebook page. She will be sharing her insights on the topic, Be the Light and Be Light. Welcome, Sister Shivani. Om Shanti. I would also like to welcome Sister Kusum, the director of BK Silicon Valley Center. 27 years ago, Kusum Didi came from India and opened meditation center here in Bay Area. Most of us associated with BK Silicon Valley Center are IT professionals, and needless to say that we have hectic work life. However, Sister Kusum, with her continued sustenance, has ensured our stress levels are relieved with the right balance of spirituality and meditation. We are so blessed to be part of this center. On this special occasion, now I would like to invite Kusum Didi to give Diwali greetings.
Global Namaste and Om Shanti to all those who are with us this evening. Good evening, everyone. Very warm greetings for very special occasion of Diwali. I am wishing everyone a very peaceful, happy, and safe Diwali, Festival of Light. Light is the sign of happiness. It's a sign of prosperity. Light is the sign of victory. It's a sign of progress. Diwali, Festival of Light, is the combination of all of these things. And today's topic is Be the Light and Be Light. It is saying there is always light if only we are brave enough to see it. If only we are brave enough to be it. How to see inner light, how to feel it, how to be light. Today, Sister Shivani is going to throw light on this topic. Sister Shivani, I want to let you know one thing. That today, love for love for you is in everyone's heart. Your name is on everyone's lips. Today is a very wonderful day. We are honored, pleased to welcome Sister Shivani. Please accept this. Now, I would request everyone, sit back comfortably and enjoy the words of wisdom from Sister Shivani. Om Shanti. Over to Shivani Behan.
Thank you so much, Didi. And greetings of love, light, purity from Bharat. Let's take a minute of silence, just a minute, and sit back and visualize here in the center of the forehead, the energy center. We just saw videos and pictures of beautiful lamps, which in Hindi is called the diya. The word is very important. And what did we see? We saw an earthen pot, an earthen lamp, which was very big, very visible. But the beauty of the lamp was when it was lit, and then there was a flame. So just visualize this body, which is big, and visualize just here in the center of the forehead that flame, the light. This body, the earthen pot which is visible, is important, very important. But the beauty is only when the flame is ignited. So just see yourself here, a tiny point of light, the being. I, the energy. I am a divine being. My every thought, my every word, my every behavior gives love, respect, and acceptance to all. Just hold on to this one thought today and just live with this thought today. I am a divine being. My every thought, my every word, my every behavior gives. The word is gives. The word is radiates. That word give is what is the message of Diwali. So in every vibration, we're only giving because that is our nature. Our nature is to give. But somewhere down the line, don't know when it happened, we forgot that our nature is to give. Even though most of us would immediately think, oh, of course, we remember that we give love, we give respect. Yes, we do. But are we a constant giver? And are we an unconditional giver? That's very important. Are we giving to everyone always? Or are we giving only when situations and people are our way. And when they are not our way, we believe that getting hurt, getting upset, getting angry is natural. And let's look for a second what happens when we believe that getting hurt is natural, getting upset is natural. And at that time, I, the being, create hurt. Even though I may say they hurt me, but the truth is, I create hurt. And when I create hurt, what am I giving? Because whatever I create, it's my vibration, it's my aura, it's my energy field, it's who I am. It could be for a few seconds, it could be for a few minutes, it could be most of the part of my life. What am I giving? So when I create hurt, when I create feeling rejected, when I create guilt, when I create fear, when I create worry, anger, stress, jealousy, when I compare myself to other people and I feel either I'm superior to them or I am lesser than them, whenever I'm creating any emotion, and this is very, very important, whenever I'm creating an uncomfortable emotion, an unhappy emotion, it could be for a few seconds or for a few minutes. I need to remember I'm creating it and I am giving it. Who am I giving it to? The first person who gets it is me, myself. So if I create respect for someone else, the first person who experiences that energy of respect is me, myself, because I have created that thought. So I am going to feel that thought. So, whenever we find ourselves feeling very nice, I'm feeling very good today, it's because we had created some very nice thoughts. And who did we create the thought about? We created that thought about people, we created that thought about the situation in our life, and we are feeling very good. But when I'm not feeling very good, when I'm feeling a little low, I just need to pause and check what thoughts have I been creating? Why am I feeling low? So, the first person who receives the energy which I give is me, myself. So, the thought I create is what I will feel. The second, my body receives that energy. So, I, the being, give that energy to my body. Third, that energy radiates to people around me. That energy radiates to the person who I'm thinking about. So I'm giving that energy to people around me. So it creates my relationships. And fourth, I give that energy into the environment. I'm giving it to the world. And so the energy I create is not just affecting me, not just affecting my body, not just affecting people around me, it's radiating into the collective vibrations of the planet. And so I am a constant giver. It is the truth that I am a constant giver. But important is I'm giving what? What am I giving to the world? What am I giving to people? And most important, what am I giving to myself? So, Diwali is all about lights. And like we just saw those beautiful pictures, there's that little beautiful lamp and that very, very pretty flame. And the beauty of the lamp is in the flame. If the flame flickers or if the flame size reduces, the lamp is not attractive at all. And in Bharat, there is a very beautiful belief system which has a significance. But sometimes we don't understand the significance behind it and we just hold on to the belief system. So in Bharat, there is a belief system that if the lamp is lit, then your life is auspicious. So there are many, 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 many homes in Bharat where a lamp is lit not only on Diwali, but there is a lamp lit every single day. Every single day. And the lamp has to be taken care of that the flame should not go off. If the flame goes off, something inauspicious is going to happen in the house, is a belief system, is a belief system. And so if the lamp, the flame starts to flicker, someone will immediately go and protect the flame. Someone will immediately go and add the oil to the lamp so that the flame remains constant. There can be wind, there can be some other turbulence, but the flame should not go off, because if the flame is ignited, life is auspicious. If the flame goes off, life is inauspicious. So, what does this mean? What does this mean? This is the body, which is that brown part of the lamp, which is made of mud. That lamp, the original lamps in Bharat were made of mud. So, that is the brown colored lamp. And similarly, our body, made of five elements of nature, we say it's made of mitti, is made of mud. And then the energy here, the being. Now, when I remember, this is very important, when I remember that I am a peaceful being, I am a loveful being, I am a pure being, I am a powerful being. When I remember this, which means when I remember that I am that pure, peaceful, powerful, loveful soul, that divine being, this flame is ignited, which means this light is lit. And when I remember this, then I go into every situation of my life remembering that I am a peaceful being. And so here there will be a situation, something doesn't go my way, and I remember that I am a peaceful being and I'm at peace in that situation. And because I'm at peace in that situation, I give peace to that situation. I give peace to the people in that situation. And I give peace to the world, even though there is a crisis happening in my life, which means the situation is a crisis. But I remember that I am a peaceful being. Now, what happens when I forget that I am a peaceful being? And here comes the crisis, like a wind which comes where that lamp is lit, and that flame starts to flicker, which means I say, I don't want this thing to be like this. This thing needs to change. This thing is the cause of my stress. And I start believing that I am not that ignited flame. I am dependent on the situation for who I'm going to be. And so my vocabulary shifts from I am peace to I want peace. But why do I want peace? Because in those moments, I am stress. But when I say I am stress, I don't believe that I created the stress. I said this situation was that way. And so if someone tells me, be calm, be peaceful, people will remind us what is our original nature. And they will say, be calm, be peaceful. And then I say, for me to be peaceful, I want this situation to change. This situation cannot be like this. If it remains like this, I cannot be peaceful. So I shift from my being the giver to saying, I want. Now, if you check your vocabulary, what all do you want during the day? We want situations to be our way. Sometimes we want people to be our way. If people are my way, I'm very happy. And in that minute, I remember that I am a loveful being and I radiate love to people. But when they don't behave my way, when they say something which is not my way, which is not the right way, according to me, when they do something which is unacceptable, according to me, then I create criticism, I create anger, I create hurt, and that whole long list. And that time I say, I want them to be my way. I want them to change. Whether I say it verbally or whether I say it in my mind, I want something that time. And when I say I want, the giver has blown off. And that's what makes my life inauspicious. There's no happiness, There's no love, there's more hurt, there's more expectations, there's more worry, there's more stress, there's more anger. So life is not auspicious. Life is auspicious where we are always happy, peaceful, accepting people, not expecting people to be our way, loveful, giver, self respect, not comparison, blessings, not jealousy, cooperation, not competition, then life is auspicious. And that's what Diwali teaches. Just be the giver. Because diya, the lamp, is called diya in Hindi. And the word diya actually means to give. To give. So if the diya is lit, which means if the power to give is lit inside me, my life will always be auspicious. If I just remember this one message from Diwali today, I can change my life completely. My life completely. Shift from I expect, I seek, I find to I give. But when we think about it, am I always going to keep giving? Then who is going to give me? How can I always keep giving to people? How can I always keep giving to everyone, irrespective of how they are? Won't people start taking me for granted? Won't people keep behaving the way they are going to behave? And I say, I am a giver, and I keep giving forgiveness, and I keep forgetting the past, and I keep accepting people. How long am I going to keep doing this? How can I always be a giver? But that's where the power lies. That's where the power lies. The power lies in being the giver. Now, suppose someone is not just saying something which is not right, but someone is doing something which is not right at all. They are behaving in a way which is not right at all. Yes. Why are they doing that? Because they have forgotten who they are. And so they are behaving in a certain way which is not ethical, which sometimes we would say is not acceptable. So they are behaving that way because they have forgotten who they are, which we would call in our normal day to day language. At those moments, they are emotionally not healthy. They are not holding on to their value system. They are not holding on to their principles. They are not holding on to the sanskar and the values of the family or the sanskars and the values of society. They are doing something which is not right. But why are they doing that? Because they have forgotten who they are. They have forgotten their original nature. Now, if one person has forgotten, what am I supposed to be doing? Am I also supposed to forget who I am? So now look at those line and line of lamps that are lit on Diwali. So visualize 10 lamps here like this, and one lamp flickers. And once that flame flickers, it goes off. So because one flame goes off, are all the other flames also supposed to go off? Or we will pick up that one diya and light that lamp which has gone off. What would we do? 10 candles, one blows off. Do we blow off the other 9, or we pick up the second one and light that first one which has blown off? We will always light the one. Similarly, we have to do that in our life, in our relationships with people. One person can forget their original nature of love, of respect, of acceptance. They have forgotten. So just visualize blown off. Flame is blown off. What is my role? Is my role to create hurt and pain and hold on to that past and blow off my power to give? My lamp is also blown off. Now, if I do that, what will happen? If I do that, what will happen? I will not be in a very happy frame of mind. I will be creating pain here. Why am I creating the pain? Because of this one wrong person. This is what I say in my life. Everything is right in my life, but this one wrong person, it's because of them that I go through all these turbulent emotions. And when I create those turbulent emotions, my happy energy blows off. I'm no more light, which means that flame is not lit, and I'm no more light in life. I become very heavy energy, very dense energy, because the higher vibrations of purity, of happiness, love, power, they make us feel very light. But when we create the lower vibrations, anxiety, fear, worry, anger, then we feel very heavy. We've all experienced it. You just have to check how you feel when you're creating the higher energy vibrations, and how do you feel when you're creating the lower energy vibrations. So now, when this light blows off, we also start feeling heavy. And then we will say, repeated tea, again coffee, again one more cup of coffee, because I need some stimulant to again get me back to my enthusiasm to be able to do something. And then sometimes tea and coffee is not enough, then we want some other substance, and then sometimes even that substance is not enough, and then I want another substance. Addictions and addictions and addictions, and many addictions in life, not just tea, coffee, alcohol, other substances, many other addictions. If nothing else, I will just pick up my gadget and I will keep scrolling and scrolling. I need something to distract my mind, which is not in a happy frame right now. And I need some stimulant. It could be a gadget, it could be a substance, it could be just going out, it could just be leaving everyone and moving out of the house for a walk, it could be leaving my work and going for a holiday for 4 days, it could be anything. I'm only distracting my mind because I am feeling heavy, and heavy is not my natural nature. I want to be light. I want to be I want to be happy. But to be light, I will have to be the light here. I cannot. I cannot become light by using anything outside. It's not possible. Yes, for some moments, for some hours, for a few days, I can distract myself from that heaviness. All of us have experienced it. Not feeling too happy? Switch on the TV, switch on a movie, distract your mind for 3 hours. And 3 hours, you will forget what was troubling you. But once you switch it off, you are back to feeling what you were feeling. So nothing outside can make me feel light. I will keep feeling heavy, but I can distract myself from that heaviness. And now, if we look at our life, we have found so many distractions. In fact, most of the day, we keep on distracting ourselves from one thing or the other. Sometimes people say, as long as I am at work, this thing doesn't trouble me. But when I come home, the same thoughts start going on my mind. So, which means even my work is actually only distracting me, but it's like a wound. It's like a physical wound. Suppose I have a toothache. It's hurting. It's rotten inside there. It needs healing. It needs treatment. But I just keep distracting my mind. Okay, now I'll watch a movie. And while I'm watching a movie for some time, I forget that the tooth was hurting. Immediately when I switch off, I will start feeling the pain again. Check yourself. Each one of you would have experienced this on a physical level. Your stomach is paining, your back is hurting, something is paining. Distract. Do something, chat with friends, you're going for a party or there. Temporarily, for those few hours, you will forget that something was hurting. Finished, come back alone, it will start hurting again. And you know what we say? I was feeling fine, but now it started hurting again. It's not that now it started hurting again. It's just that I had distracted my mind from that pain to something else. Now we have reached a stage where most of the time we are distracting our mind. Even if you're free for a minute, you're not able to sit just like this. We just pick up the phone, we just start doing something. Why are we not just being able to just be with ourselves? Because something will start popping up on my mind again. So I keep engaging my mind in something or the other. And now the world has given us enough things to engage ourselves with. But the risky part of keeping yourself engaged constantly with something, someone, or some object is that we do not realize that there is a wound, there is pain. I don't realize because my mind is distracted most of the time. And that's why meditation means sit with yourself for a few minutes and see what is popping up on the screen of the mind. Because once we see what's coming up, it's very easy to change that. But I need to be aware of my thoughts. I need to be able to see my thoughts. Then I can convert my thought from wanting to giving. I can convert my thought from being heavy to becoming light, but I need to check my thoughts. I need to check my thoughts. So when that one lamp, which means one family member, one friend, one colleague, one neighbor, now choose that one lamp in your life. Choose that one person who you feel are not in a very happy frame of mind, or who are not in that state which you want them to be. They are using certain emotions which are not good for them. They could be criticizing you, they could be insecure of you, they could be jealous of you, they could be dominating you, they could be controlling you. A lot of range of heavy emotions, range of heavy emotions. Look at one lamp in your life. I don't look at yourself for 30 seconds. Look at one lamp in your life. They could be disrespectful to you. There are a lot of options. Now, just bring them on the screen of your mind here and visualize that that flame of that lamp is blown off. It's off. It's the invisible energy. What's my role? Is my role to get affected by that lamp and to blow off my light? Or is my responsibility or my human nature to light that lamp, to give them the light, to show them the light, to radiate that light? And it doesn't come by saying anything to them. It just comes by being something here. And I'm sure we know what the answer is. We wouldn't want to blow off our light. We definitely would want to light their flame. Now, two options: either I blow off or I keep lit. I don't even have to light them, I just have to remain lit, and they will automatically get ignited just by my power. So, when one is a giver, radiating that energy, so visualize that other person and you here, they have done something which is now here you are, calm, peaceful, not passive. So sometimes we say, oh, if I keep quiet, they will keep behaving that way. We are not being passive. We could say what we have to say, but with respect, but with dignity. We could give the instruction, we could give the advice, we could give them what we want them to be, but with acceptance, with stability, the lamp lit. And when that is happening, they're not just getting our words, but they're getting the power of that light from here. They're getting the vibrations of respect and acceptance. We could be telling them that what you have done was not correct. This is what you have to do. But in our minds, we have accepted. We are not creating critical, judgmental thoughts about them. So we are giving them the power to become what we are asking them to be. Words are not enough for people to change. People may want to change, people may not want to change, people may not have the power to change, and we can keep giving them words. We can keep writing messages to them, and they will just not understand, and they will not be able to change themselves. So, words cannot change people, vibrations can. Vibrations can. So, focus less on what you have to say, less words, not keep on saying the same thing again and again and again to them. But why do we keep saying the same thing again and again to them? Because that same thing is again and again on our mind. So what's in our mind will come into our words. So lesser words, more vibrations. We can change people by just being in silence. Just meditate for them every morning. Just bring them before you. Connect to the divine power and say, you are a beautiful soul. Just send them that message. Don't need to say from here. You are a beautiful soul. You respect people. You accept us. Love is your nature. Just say it to them. Say it to them. You are safe. You are secure. You accept me. I understand that. Say these thoughts to them. And your light and your power, which you have received from the divine, is going to radiate to that soul. And that flame will start. that flame will start. It will just start very, very little, but it will start. And if we start radiating these vibrations to them every day, first and foremost, we remain light. The flame does not blow off, we remain light. And that vibration is radiating to them, which means we have picked up one lamp and lit the other one. So, two options, either I blow off or I light up the other one. There's no third option. One of these two is always going to happen in every interaction, in every situation. One of these two is always going to happen. If I remain at a higher vibration, I am lit, I will be radiating the power to others to light up. If I go low, I become heavy, I'm creating a lower vibration, my light is blown off, then another thing happens. If one was blown off, and I say because of them, my happiness is also blown off, third thing that will happen is with that lower vibration of worry, anger, anxiety, I will then go to another person, which could be my child, which could be my spouse, which could be my parent, which means I'm now in another relation. Here is one relationship, it could be at work because of which I'm very stressed, but I carry that energy of stress and I go home, or it could be the other way around. I'm stressed at home with somebody and I carry that energy of rejection, pain to work with me. It's in my aura. Nobody can see it. Nobody can see it, but it's in my energy field. So when I carry this negative, heavy energy home or work, wherever, so I've carried this here, I'm not in the best state of vibration when I reach home in the evening. And then when someone says a little word or says something, I snap, I get irritated, I say things which I shouldn't be saying. And then I become an instrument to blow off the other lamp because then they will get hurt. They will get upset and they will say, I did not say such a big thing for which you reacted so much. So they are also holding the same belief system that if someone is not right to them, they blow off. So when one lamp blows off, if the second one doesn't take care, then a third one will blow off. And if the third one blows off, because they have not taken care, the fourth one will blow off. And very soon, those 10 lamps which were all lit now are only those earthen visible parts, and that flame has blown off. And when that flame blows off, which is the state of the world starts saying, we want love, we want happiness, we want peace, which means my flame is off. My flame is off. And so comes Diwali. And on Diwali, we light the first lamp. And it's a very beautiful ritual. We light a bigger lamp and then take that bigger lamp and light the first lamp. Now, who is this bigger lamp which is used to light the first lamp? So, when there is darkness, not darkness, the visible darkness, but darkness in terms of our happy vibrations, when there is darkness, when there is disappointment, when there is no hope, we don't know what we're looking forward to, there is darkness on the planet, then that bigger lamp, which means the divine, the supreme power, God, that energy is needed to light the lamp within, which means I need to connect to the ocean of love. If I want from someone, I should take it from there. But in my human interactions, I should only be giving, giving, giving. Don't be with people in relationships expecting, I want love, I want respect. We meet a lot of couples or other relationships, and they will say, I don't want to be with them anymore. And there are people who will come and say, we've decided we cannot live with each other anymore. So we are going to separate. And you ask them, but what's the reason? They say, no, no reason. How can anybody separate without a reason? There has to be a reason. So after asking many, many times, because initially they will say there's no reason. And then one of them will say, I am not getting anything in this relationship. So when I'm not getting anything in this relationship, why should I be there? So we thought we were in the relationship to get. And because we didn't get, We thought there's no purpose of being with that person. We are not in relationships to get, we are in relationships to give. Light the lamp again. We are in the relationship to give, not to get. And when we give, the first person who gets it is we ourselves. Is we ourselves. But how do I start giving? I'm not feeling it myself. So then I get it from up above. That's meditation. That's Raj Yoga meditation. Connect to the one who has it. Why ask the one who doesn't have it? If the other person is loveful, respectful, you don't have to ask them for it. They are automatically radiating it. But if they are not behaving the right way or not doing something right, they are not feeling love right now. And if they're not feeling it, how are they going to give? And if they're not being able to give it by me asking for it, am I going to get it? No, things will only get more and more and more complicated because I'm not getting it in spite of asking for it. And so I try in that relationship. I keep saying, why don't you change this? Why don't you change this about yourself? At least do this much, at least do that much. Say all these things. But when we still don't get it, then we say, okay, I tried enough, which means what did I try? I tried enough to get from you. But now I'm not getting anything from you. So I don't know why I'm here with you. And so we say, okay, it's over because we are not getting anything. It's there where the whole belief system of relationships has gone wrong. Relationship is not about getting. Relationship is not about give and take. Because then we say, okay, relationship is about give and take. Relationship is not about give and take. Relationship is about give and give and give. And when we keep giving, life is auspicious. जीवन शुभ हो जाता है. Shubh, auspicious is the word. So just remember, but the only thing that we find difficult to give is because we do not experience it ourselves. So how am I going to give? So that's where meditation plays a very, very powerful role. Very, very powerful role. So the lamp, the flame will only be ignited if there is oil in it. If there is no oil in it, the lamp could be perfect, that cotton wick could be perfect, but there's no oil. So, how is the flame going to get ignited? So, we need oil in that lamp. And what is that oil? That oil is that spiritual knowledge, is that divine power which we receive from God, the supreme power. So, what is Raj Yoga meditation? It is connecting this lamp to that supreme lamp. We all remember God. We all remember God, but one is to remember God, one is to thank God, one is to ask God for something, and one is to connect to God. Connect, connect to the ocean of love. If I connect to the ocean of love, what am I going to become? I will automatically become a loveful soul. If I connect to the powerhouse, if I connect to the ocean of power, I will automatically become a powerful soul. I cannot find myself saying, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. I cannot even give up my one cup of coffee. That's how weak I feel. A doctor has told me, don't eat sweets, it's not healthy for you. And I say, oh, but I cannot do without my. That's how weak I feel because I am not experiencing my power. So I connect to the ocean of power. So that is Raj Yoga meditation. So that bigger lamp, it's not the size that is bigger, but it's the ocean of powers. So the bigger lamp is used to light one lamp. And then that one lamp is used to light the second lamp and the third lamp and the fourth. And then everything is lit. And that's how the world is going to change. If anyone wants to create any change in their house, in their family, at their workplace, please remember I will need to be the first diya, which means the first lamp. Even if everything is blown off around you, never mind. It's very easy to create Diwali. It's very easy to create Diwali, but there is only one lamp which needs to be lit. I just need to ask myself today, am I going to be the first diya? The first lamp? Am I going to be that one? Am I ready to say that I am the diya of this house, which means I am the giver in this house? I am the lamp which will remain lit and make this family and this house and this life here auspicious? Am I ready to be the giver? So from today, just one thought: I am. Even though right now I might not experience it, but one thought: I am the giver in this family. Like we are givers in terms of outwardly things. So we say, I sustain the family. How? I work hard, I earn, and I nurture the family. So we know I am the giver, I am the provider. But in terms of the physical things, now I want to be the giver in terms of the invisible things. I am the giver of acceptance. I'm the giver of gratitude. I'm the giver of blessings. I'm the giver of love and acceptance. I am the giver. I nurture. I sustain. But for that, I connect there. I connect there. I connect, fill myself, and I give. So, what is the few steps that we take care of in Diwali? Before Diwali comes, there is a deep cleaning of the house that happens. From 1 month before Diwali, every family starts, oh, it's Diwali, it's Diwali, it's Diwali. We have to clean up the house. Even though we clean the house every single day, but Diwali cleaning is another level altogether. Every nook, every corner, scrubbing the floors, everything. What does it mean? Which means to be a giver, we will need to clean every nook and corner of our mind. Every nook and corner, deep cleansing of the mind has to happen. Am I holding on to anything? Am I holding on to any past? Am I holding on to a line which says, last time they did this, and I'm sure this time again they will do this? This is my stain that I'm holding on to from my past. But I will say, but they are always like this. This is again a stain that I'm holding on from the past. I'm sure they will do this again this time. I am already radiating that energy to them. So, meditation does deep cleansing of the mind, deep cleansing. So, along with cleaning of the house, let's clean the mind. Every nook and corner. In the past, I did this. I am holding on to my own mistake. I am repeatedly creating guilt for it. Clean. The guilt is a thought, the cleaning is a thought, the stain is a thought, the cleanser is also a thought. Just one simple thought. Yes, I did it. No denying that what I did was not right, but it's over. It's over. It's the past. It was my past karmic account. It's over. It's over. I have to keep telling my mind, like we tell other people, it's over. Forget about it. They will say, no, but I did this. We say, it's over. Don't worry. Forget about it. Same thing. I just need to tell my mind for a few days. So sit in your meditation, connect to the divine, and just say, it was a past karmic account. It's over. I release the past. Like we release other people's past, I release my past. I let it go. It won't go in one day, which means those deep rooted stains don't just go like this. We have to go scrub, scrub, scrub. And that scrub, scrub, scrub means I create that thought every single day, every morning in meditation. I am a powerful soul. I am the child of the ocean of power. God loves me. God accepts me unconditionally. Even though I've made that big, big mistake, God loves me. God accepts me. I am His chosen angel. I am His diya, and I'm going to light myself and ignite the world. I release the past. I let it go. And I'm certain it was the last one. It's over. Just scrub, which means just say these thoughts gently every single day, every morning and every night before going to sleep. And within a few days, you will see that the stain starts getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, which means that thought starts becoming weaker and weaker and weaker, and it will disappear. It will disappear. But I need to do that in my meditation every single day, for which I need to learn how to meditate. So, the first thing that starts with Diwali is the cleaning, the cleansing. So, let's start cleaning our mind. And once we clean, the second thing that happens in Diwali is newness. Everybody like, I want new clothes. Anything new that has to be bought in the house, we say, okay, we will buy it on Diwali because Diwali means buying new things. Diwali also means repainting the house. Even if it was fine, we say we paint the house because we want a new house, a new look. So when we clean everything from here, we will have new ways of thinking, new belief systems, new ways of looking at people, new ways of responding to situations, which means we will wear a new vibration, a new aura, a new energy field. So, this Diwali, don't just think of new clothes, think of what new you're going to wear in your aura. In your energy field, what's the newness that is going to come there? What are the old stains that we are going to clean? And we're going to carry a new energy. And then the third thing about Diwali, what gift am I going to give everyone? A lot of planning goes into what gifts to give people. There's a lot of gifting that happens in every festival, and so it is also in Diwali. What is the best gift we can give to people? Just create one thought of blessing for them. But then gift them that every day, which means you will have to create those thoughts for people every day. Physical gift is very easy to give. Give once and forgotten. But these thoughts, where we create a gift for them, I accept you unconditionally. Just create this thought. It's the most powerful gift you can give anybody because this is going to make them feel so light, so happy. Even though if you've not said it from here, it just radiates there to them. Which means from today, no critical thoughts about you, no judgmental thoughts about you, no angry, no worry, no hurt, none of these thoughts because I accept you unconditionally. Can there be any better gift than this? Can any object, can the most expensive thing available in the market give them this energy? What this one thought can give them? I accept you unconditionally. This is a thought of blessings, and this is the most valuable gift that we give. Then, of course, we light the diyas. So the whole house is all lit up with diyas and diyas, which means it's light. And then, of course, like every festival, Diwali is about sweets. There's a lot of cooking of sweets, buying of sweets, gifting of sweets, all the sweets, a huge range of sweets that are there on Diwali. So, what does it mean? When I clean my stains, when I wear a new vibration, when I accept people unconditionally, when the diya is lit, I am a giver, then there is sweetness in my life. My every thought for people, my every word for people, my every behavior will radiate sweetness. And that's all about giving sweetness to everybody. And a very important thing that's done one day before Diwali, it's closing of the account books, closing of the books in business and opening new books, which means let's settle today a past karmic account. Anything that you were entangled with anybody, whether in the mind or in behavior, Diwali, let's settle that karmic account. Let's close it. It's past. It's over. I close it today. I need to keep saying that to myself. I close that account today and I start a new karmic account with them, a new karmic account where I'm the giver, where I'm radiating that sweetness, where I'm accepting them. I settle that past karmic account today. And then Diwali is followed by the new year as per the calendar, the Hindu calendar. It's the new year. New year means when one lamp is lit, and that lamp lights another one, and that lamp lights another one. And very soon, a lot of lamps will be lit on the planet, these lamps, then the world will be the new world. Everyone's looking, everyone's waiting, everyone's wanting the new world. Everybody says, when is this world going to change? We need a beautiful world. We need a peaceful world. We need a united world. We want, but who's going to create it? Who's going to create it? It can't happen with magic. We have to create it. So when one lamp is lit and when the whole chain of lamps is lit, then there will be the new year, which means then the new world will be created. When the new world will be created. And so every ritual, everything that we do during Diwali is actually a journey of our life. That when I understand who I am, when I connect to the divine power, so I use the bigger lamp to lamp this light here, I'm able to clean my mind, I'm able to accept people, I'm able to be a giver, not with attention and pressure, but a natural giver. A natural giver. Only by taking care that I am that, I automatically become a giver. And when I am able to do that, I become an instrument to light another lamp. And that lamp will light another lamp. And very soon, all of us together, lighting this here inside, will bring in the new world, the golden age, which is light. Right now, the iron age, the Kali Yuga, heavy energy, heavy energy. So let's invoke that divinity within. Let's invoke that diya. Let's light that diya. And just remember one line today: I am the giver. I am the diya of my house. I am the diya of my office. I am the giver. And for that, let's come together and learn meditation, which I know that the entire Silicon Valley family, under the guidance of Sister Kusum, has organized very, very beautiful meditation online programs for you from the next weekend onwards. Take the opportunity, make use of that. Very important, very beautiful events coming up for you. But the most important one is the Raj Yoga Meditation course. Every Saturday, every Saturday, 4 consecutive weekends in Hindi and in English. 4 o'clock in Hindi, 6 o'clock in English. Just 4 consecutive Saturdays. That's all. How simple can it get? How simple can it get? That's how simple it is. Just for an hour. Just for an hour. And this would truly be a Diwali gift for you. Truly. So, apart from giving others the gift, let's gift ourselves this beautiful gift of connecting to that divine supreme lamp and to ignite the power of giving inside me. I don't want to be like this in life. I want, I want, I want. No, I'm a giver. I'm a giver. So, what meditation does is it shifts us from wanting and seeking and expecting to giving and accepting people. So, next weekend, Saturday, and 4 consecutive Saturdays, the Raj Yoga Meditation course. And then from November 22nd, guided meditation. This is huge power because sometimes we feel, I don't know how to meditate. And sometimes we say, I try to meditate, but I cannot meditate. So, initially, when we begin meditation, if we get a little hand holding, if we get someone to guide me how to create my thoughts, because we believe that when we look at the pictures of meditation, we go online and say meditation, then the picture that we get is somebody with eyes closed and sitting still. And so we think meditation is just about sitting still and not creating any thoughts. That's not true. The nature of the mind is to think. So the mind cannot become thoughtless, but it's about creating the elevated, powerful, beautiful, right thoughts. And so, guided meditation, which starts from November 22nd to 28th, where every day for 30 minutes, someone is going to guide us. They will give us those gentle, pure, powerful thoughts, and we will use that chain of thoughts to create that same thought and experience within us. So, a very, very powerful experience because it is daily for 1 week. And of course, you have webinars every Saturday. And the very, 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 very special program is the program for kids, which is every Sunday. Because why not light the lamp when they are young? Why not make it easy? Because the younger we are, the easier it is to clean the stains and to light the lamp and to wear that beautiful new aura. Why not do it when they are young? Gone is that era where we used to say, oh, meditation is for after we are 50, 60. Now, teachers in school say, oh, please teach your kid how to meditate. Why? Because their lamp seems to be flickering at a very, very young age. Stress, anxiety, fear. This. So, most important, first protect their lamp like this. It is just beginning to flicker. It's not blown off. It's just beginning to flicker. So easy to protect. Easy to protect. And so very, very beautiful. And there are a lot of children at the Silicon Valley Center. And of course, at all the centers where you are closest to. And when your children go there, they will meet friends, they will meet people who are also practicing meditation. They're going to meet children their age who have practiced it and have overcome issues of their life, who have practiced it and are experiencing concentration, focus, and excelling in what they do. Because when the lamp here is lit, performance wise, we will only excel in what we do. So, this whole beautiful calendar that is there on your screen for you is actually a Diwali gift. Everything of it is a Diwali gift. So take it, and most important, it comes for free. So never ever for any courses, for any program, for any webinar, for any seminar, whether it's online or whether you walk into the center and learn it, never ever is there a cost attached. Never ever is a cost attached. So all that we have to do is take out that little 30 minutes to accept this gift that we're getting from the divine. We've got so many gifts from people. Let's take this gift, which is coming from the divine power, and accept it, and then become that source of gift to everyone around you. Thank you so much. Om Shanti. And now we can take all the questions that are coming from your end.
Thank you so much, Sister Shivani. As usual, your simple yet profound way of explaining things strikes a personal chord in each one of us. Beautifully explained the meaning of Diwali. It's about constantly giving. We just have to make a choice of what we give. And we are the creator of our own life. And we can make our life auspicious by the thoughts we create. We should always aim on becoming constantly lit and not a flickering lamp. And in fact, light the lamp of others. This will make our relationships very sweet. Thank you so much. We have received a lot of questions from our participants, and our panelists have done a wonderful job summarizing them and shortlisting for you. So let me go over them. The first question is, how can I erase thoughts of a person from my mind? I consciously create good wishes, have best intentions, but how can I completely eradicate any thought of that person?
Let's remember that any person with whom we've had a very strong karmic account, okay, to immediately reach a stage where you're not thinking at all about them may not be possible. But first thing I need to ask myself, why do I want to stop thinking about somebody? So it's not about stopping your thoughts. Never ever aim to stop your thoughts. The aim should be to change your thought. To change your thought. So my thought about them could be of any past hurt or something that I'm holding from the past. So when I don't change it, my mind keeps on creating those thoughts of pain, of what I did not get, what was not right, what wrong they did, or whatever. So those are my thoughts. Now, I cannot say, I don't want to think this, I don't want to think this. The mind will keep giving that thought again and again because the mind is wounded there in that relationship. So it's not about stopping the thoughts, it's about changing the thoughts, which you have started doing, which is so beautiful that now I am shifting to giving blessings to them. So, what do we do is whatever happened in the past, we create a thought, it was my karmic account. That is very important. When we see something doing wrong to me, like, why are they doing this to me? I need to understand it's my past karmic account, which means I have also played a role in what they are doing today. It's just that it's not visible. I don't remember what I have done. That's the reason why sometimes people go in for a past life regression to find out what had we done for this to happen right now. But we don't need to go for a past life regression. We don't need to go and find out what had we done for which this is happening now. We just need to remember we had done something. We don't need to go to find out what we had done. That's still not going to give us the solution because the process still has to be done in the present. So, yes, together we had done something in the past. I had done also something which was not right. And that heavy energy of the past is now coming between the two of us as a heavy energy right now. So, what do I have to do now? Not hold them responsible for what is happening, take mutual responsibility. Both of us are responsible. Even though in the present it may seem I'm not responsible, but in the past, both of us were responsible. So it was our past karmic account. Together we had done something. It is the past, it's over. Keep telling your mind, it's the past, it's over. I forgive them. I also ask for forgiveness. I don't just forgive them. I also ask for forgiveness, even if you're doing it only in your mind. But you will say, but I've not done anything wrong, but I did in the past. But I did in the past, because of which their mind is creating some thoughts. Until their mind keeps creating it, their energy will keep coming to me and I will keep thinking of them. So I forgive them, but I also apologize for what I would have done in the past, which I don't remember. But I apologize for the pain I have caused to you. I forgive you for what you have done now. The past is over. I accept you unconditionally, and I radiate only love and blessings to you with by connecting to the divine. Now just create these thoughts every day and shift from those wrong thoughts to the beautiful thoughts, to the right thoughts. And as long as you are creating the right thoughts, don't worry. You are absolutely on the perfect track. Now, these right thoughts will keep reaching the other mind, and very soon their thoughts will change. And where their thoughts will also change, your karmic account will change. Either it will be a karmic account where you're not thinking anymore about each other, or it will be a karmic account where you're thinking good about each other. Either ways, it's a beautiful karmic account as long as the thoughts have changed. So, as long as you're thinking beautiful and right, everything is going well. Let the other soul also get healed with this light that you are throwing to them of your blessings.
Beautifully explained. Thank you, sister. The second question is, how about relationships where you're giving, but they are distorted, feel rejected, or victimized? As a
Mhm.
psychotherapist, I see a lot of this in people.
When we are giving, but one is giving outside, one is you're doing it as a psychologist. But if we look at it in their field of relationships, where they are in their field of relationships, we could be giving to each other outside, which means everything visible we are giving to people. But we need to check what are we giving to them in our mind. And giving does not mean if I am critical and judgmental about you, I'm giving you negative thoughts. Giving is not just that. If I am unhappy in my own life, so let's say this is a parent and this is a child, and this could have happened when the child was in the womb of the mother, right? Right from the womb of the mother, we start receiving energy. The soul is in the womb of the mother. So there is a whole, and being a psychotherapist, you would know that there's a whole science of womb psychology. So right from the womb of the mother, the soul, that is I, the being, keep receiving energy. Now, when I was in the womb of the mother, suppose my parents were going through any trauma. Suppose they were thinking that they did not want a child. Suppose they were thinking that they're not ready for a child right now in terms of physically, financially, whatever. If when I was in the womb of the mother and my parent was creating any kind of a thought like that, they don't realize that, because they've not learned about it. So they don't realize that their energy of rejection is going to the child who's in the womb of the mother. It's like someone is at the door and you are saying, talking to each other inside, oh, I don't want that person to come, I don't want that person to come, but that person is actually just outside the door, and they can hear you that you don't want them to come. Similarly, the soul was in the womb of the mother, and here are this husband and wife going on talking, we don't want this child, we don't want this child. The soul will still come into the world, but they have absorbed vibrations of rejection right from there, and they're not aware of it. They're not aware of it. Then, as a child, things could have happened, comparison with sibling, comparison with, and again, they feel rejected. So, I could be carrying a lot of rejection that I'm not even aware of. And now, just one single thing from somebody, and I feel rejected, which means rejection has become my predominant personality, my nature. Now, I cannot wait for the world to change, but I can heal my own energy field. I can heal my own nature of feeling rejected. That's where meditation plays a very important role. Because if I am created rejection here, it's my nature. Even if everyone around me is a giver, even if everyone around me is a giver, my flame is not going to lit, because I am created deep rooted feelings that people reject me, people don't love me. Once somebody has created this belief system, people don't love me, people don't accept me, I'm of no use to anybody, I am not worthy, I am no value here, they will keep living with that thought, with that belief system, even though everyone around them will become an unconditional giver, which again is not possible that everyone around them has become an unconditional giver, but this person will go on creating. So this person needs to heal themselves. And that's where meditation, because when you get that unconditional love and acceptance from the divine, then every emotional wound, whether it is of the womb, whether it's of the past, whether it's of my childhood, every emotional wound gets healed. And then nobody is even accepting them around them. Even then, they're going to be very happy. Then they don't need from anybody because they become the giver. They don't need a giver. They will become the giver themselves. That pain will get healed. So that little 30 minutes invest in emotional healing.
Wonderfully explained, sister. So, the next question is how to overcome a tough situation like a divorce in life while your mind keeps running back for things we could have done better.
One is if you're still contemplating a divorce, one is if you're going through the process of divorce, and third is if you're already divorced. If you're contemplating divorce, if you're going through the process, pause and recheck. Almost everything can get sorted. Almost everything can get sorted in a relationship. It's always easy to say no, this is very difficult, and we're not saying it was not difficult. It must have been extremely difficult, there's no doubt about that. It was extremely difficult. But when situations are tough, we only have to strengthen ourselves more than what we were before, right? So if I'm just walking on the road, a straight road, I don't need much energy, I can just walk. But then there is a little tougher terrain. It's a little tougher terrain. It's going up and down, and it's bumpy. I need a little more energy to that. It's not easy as walking on a straight road. And then there is a hill, but I can climb a hill. But it's just that I'm going to pant, I'm going to get breathless, I'm going to get tired. But that doesn't mean that the hill was wrong. It just means I had to strengthen myself a little more. So if you are only contemplating or still only going through the process and not yet divorced, there's a step. Just check, just pause, just give yourself a little time. But in that time, don't just make effort outside. Come to the center, be in the company of people who are already on that journey of purity and positivity. You will get flooded with that love and care from everybody. This will be your strength. What you receive from people around you becomes the strength. Why do we have so many meditation centers all over the world? Really think it's easy to have so many meditation centers in 130, 35 countries? They are all properties. It's not been easy to create each one of this property. But why was it created? So that we can go to the center, not just to meditate, but to be in the vibration of those who have been meditating for years. So I go with my wounds. It's like I go breathless and I suddenly get oxygen. I don't need to yet strengthen my lungs. I just get oxygen from outside. I'm half healed without even meditating. Without even learning how to meditate, I'm more than half healed just by being there. Just by being there. So go to the center. Be there amongst those people. You will find somebody who was actually contemplating a divorce and came out of it. Talk to them, learn, energize yourself. And when you are able to start breathing, which means you have strengthened yourself, and you will go home, not after many days, just after 30 minutes. Just after 30 minutes, you will go home. You will start becoming a different person. You will start becoming that giver. The hill will remain the same. The hill is not changing. So don't expect and wait for your spouse to change. The hill remains the same. I have built up my stamina. I have built up my stamina. And very soon, I enjoy that trek now up the hill. So the same relationship can become very beautiful. So if you are in the first two stages, there's still time. There's still time, we can change everything. If you are in the third stage where you are already divorced, then I have to tell myself it was a karmic account which is over, which is over. Now, how do I strengthen myself? Now, how do I heal myself? But it's over. Now, there's no point going and saying, I could have. Now, it is about what should I do now? What should I do now for myself, for radiating pure vibrations to my spouse? Even if we say, okay, ex husband, never mind, a very beautiful karmic account. Whatever I'm feeling and thinking, it's going to radiate to that beautiful soul. And if I have children, then it's going to radiate to those beautiful souls. So I cannot live into what I could have. My responsibility is what now? Because if I miss this what now, 2 years later, I might see something else in my life and I will say, what if I would have been doing right things after my divorce? So we can't always keep looking at the past and spoiling our present. The power is only in the present. So if I am already divorced, if my spouse does not want to come back into this relationship, then my power lies only in the now. Take charge of your body. Otherwise, unpleasant thoughts start affecting my physical health. Trauma built here creates trauma in the body, radiates to my children. And then 2, 3 years later, I will manifest some other issue in my life. And I'll say, if after my divorce, I would have just taken care of myself, this wouldn't have happened. So let's not create another thing for which we say, what if? Let's take charge now, heal ourselves, and let's create a beautiful today and a very beautiful tomorrow.
Thank you so much, sister. Actually, we have got a lot of questions, but in the interest of time, we would be answering them through emails. So please email your questions if they are not answered at bkmilpitas@gmail.com. Okay, thank you so much, sister. We'll wrap up our question answer session. Thank you.
Let's take a few minutes of silence. Every question that we have, every question, we may feel my question was not answered. But we don't need the answer from anyone. We don't need the answer from anyone. We know the answer, but we just have to be with ourselves to ask the answer. And that's why it's called intuition. Intuition means the tutor is sitting inside. And most important, when we start studying the wisdom given by the divine, that is spiritual wisdom, that is that oil in the lamp. When we start studying on a daily basis, everything that all of us are sharing with you, all, whether it's Kusum Didi, whether it's the entire family that you're seeing there, whether it's me, whether any of us, every word that we are sharing with you, it's nothing that we knew earlier. We are on a journey. We are learning this. We are studying. We study every single day. Every single day, we have to add oil to that lamp. And so join us in that study. Just join us in the study. We are also students. We are also studying on the journey. But if you join us and start studying what God is teaching us, that's the spiritual wisdom oil. So when you come to the center, you don't just learn meditation. Meditation gives the power. We get the spiritual wisdom of how to start thinking right in the so-called terrible situations, so-called situations which have all gone wrong, how to think right, how to feel right, how to speak right when nothing is right outside. That source of what is the answer to every situation of my life, that comes from that oil, from that spiritual wisdom. So when we come to that center, that is also what we get, that spiritual wisdom and the meditation. So let's sit back for a few minutes and come to the center here again and just create a few thoughts. As I create them, you can take the same thought, just say it in your mind very slowly. And as you're creating the thought, you will feel the energy of the thought that you have created. Visualize a tiny point of light here, the spark. I am a divine light. My every thought is pure, clean, independent of how they behave, irrespective of what is happening. My every thought is pure. I am a divine being. My every word is a blessing. My every word is a blessing. Irrespective of what they say, how they speak, my every word is a blessing. I am a divine being. My every behavior is beneficial to all. It strengthens and empowers people. It radiates goodness and kindness. My every behavior, irrespective of how they behave, my every behavior radiates goodness and kindness, cooperation for everyone. I am a divine being. Visualize a very powerful point of light just above your head. The ocean of power, this supreme power, the ocean of divinity. I am the child of the ocean of divinity. Now visualize, just see it happening, that the power from God is radiating to me. It's like a laser beam from the Supreme to me. Visualize this. Don't just think, visualize. See this visual and hold it onto your screen of your mind. See the visual. Like when I gaze towards the sun, I get the sun's power onto my body, onto my skin, nurturing every cell of my body. This is the sun of knowledge, the sun of purity. Focus, concentrate, like a laser beam vibration from God onto me. I'm filled with God's love and blessings. And then visualize God's power to me and from me throughout my body, to every cell of my body. God's love and power is healing energy. It's cleaning every trauma, every wound that I have created in my energy body. And now next, bring before you any relationship you want to heal, any other lamp that you want to light. Don't look at their face, just look at that little light there, another being. And now visualize God's love to me and from me to them. Draw a line of power. God to me to them. God's love and power, releasing their pain, their anxiety, releasing it, healing them, energizing them, strengthening them. They are a beautiful, powerful soul, child of the ocean of power. And then see God's power here, and then from here, radiating all over the world. Create this visual. Bring the planet here before you. God's power on me, and from me to the entire world. To every soul on the planet. God's love and power, healing each one on this planet. All lamps lit. It's a new world. A world of light. A world of love and acceptance. The golden age. The beautiful new world. I am the diya, the giver, the lamp of my house. I am the diya of the world. Om Shanti. Shanti. Shanti.
Thank you so much, sister, for the beautiful meditation experience. I would now like to invite Kusum Didi to share a few words.
Wow, Sister Shivani, your each word was so touching, so transforming. Thanks a lot. And big thanks is you have adjusted your time based on our time. We know that in India, it's a early morning. And big thanks. You have taught everyone celebrating Diwali means igniting real light within. We know darkness cannot drive away darkness. Only light can do. So thank you, Shivani Behan, from my heart. And today is Diwali. So I want to present Diya to you.
Thank you.
And we have picked fruits from Baba's backyard. So these are the persimmon. Please accept these. With love, we have picked today from backyard. And these are the pomegranate from Baba's backyard. Physically, we can't give to you, but virtually, at least, we can present.
Thank you so much, Didi. Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Today is Diwali, so without sweets, we cannot stop ourselves without offering sweets. So please
Thank you, Didi.
accept this.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, Shivani. Thank you.
On behalf of everyone, I would like to thank you, Sister Shivani, for the insightful talk and the wonderful meditation experience. I would also like to extend my gratitude to Mr. Jose Esteves, ex-mayor of City of Milpitas, to the Ambassador and Consulate Journal, Dr. T.V. Nagendra Prasad ji and his wife Padmavati ji, Mr. Kansen Chu, San Jose City Council member, all of them for joining the webinar. Thank you all for joining the webinar. I will now quickly go for the announcements. So I'm very delighted to inform you that we have multiple locations where we conduct spiritual classes from where you can take benefit. Our main center is at 540 South Able Street, Milpitas. We also have satellite classes running at Carmel, Monterey, Foster City, Scotts Valley or Santa Cruz, Pleasanton, Livermore. And I would also like to go in the details. So we have Raj Yoga Meditation course coming up, which starts on November 6th. We have it both in Hindi and English. From November 22nd, we have a guided meditation series, as Sister mentioned. It is very good for beginners, and it is every day 7:30 to 8 p.m. We have weekly webinars 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. So do not miss them. They are really good, like lunch and learns. So every Saturday. And most importantly, we have living value classes for kids and art of parenting classes for parents every Sunday, which starts on November 7th. So I would like to thank each and every one of you for attending today's session. Your presence made the celebration special and enjoyable. Looking forward to see you soon. Hope you have a happy and peaceful day. Good night. Om Shanti.